Hi guys, in today's video I am going to try and make this canvas print look spooky. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to start off by making it look kind of gloomy and gray, so I'm just adding some gray to the background and the sky area. Video is part of a collaboration hosted by the Flipping Bunch, which is a group of gals, including myself, that do weekly podcasts every Wednesday night. We talk about all things crafty, creative, furniture related, and business and YouTube related topics as well. So if you want to check us out, you can find us over on our Flippin' Bunch YouTube channel. I will have that link down below in the description box, as well as the playlist of all of the participants who will be joining this challenge. So this challenge is to take a painting and make it spooky. So that's what I'm doing. I've got these seagulls in here, and I'm going to turn them into black crows or ravens. I darken the water by adding some darker blue colors, as well as some black and some gray. My daughters actually picked this print out for me. It wasn't my first choice. I have been looking for something for a very long time, but they said, "Mom, wouldn't it be cute if you got this and you did this and this and this?" I said, "Yeah, let me do that." I'm going to add this big full moon, and I'm mixing some different colors into my moon, some lighter yellows and some creamy colors and some blacks as well, just to give it some shadows and some highlights. Now I'm going in and adding some clouds and some fog, and I'm thinking something just really eerie and spooky. I'm taking some black and I'm darkening the shadow areas underneath of the rowboat. I'm using mostly various chalk paints, but I am mixing in some acrylic based paints as well. I'm adding some yellow directly below the moon to create like a reflection in the water. I wasn't really liking the way everything was coming together, so I took a damp washcloth and I erased the areas that I wasn't loving, and I just kind of started over. This one darn bird, I redid him. I probably erased him 5 or 6 times because I just could not get his little head right. And then I erased the other bird because that one wasn't looking right to me either. He didn't seem very detailed enough. So I erased that bird and I started over. I used a smaller paintbrush too, and I think it helped his feathers look more like feathers and not just like a big old blob. Now I'm going to add some details to the water. It really took me a lot of work to try and get this water to look, I guess, sort of realistic. I erased a lot of my clouds in the sky and I redid those as well. So I'm adding some white and I'm just kind of tapping with my paintbrush and giving the effect of just like really fluffy clouds. And I have a couple of different colors on my paintbrush, some gray and some white, and I don't mix them together, so that way when I tap, both colors are visible on my canvas. I mixed up some orange and I'm going to add some little pumpkins down at the bottom corner. I'm almost making like a heart shape. And then I'm adding in some more yellows and some reds and then some browns to give it shape and dimension and make it look a little bit more realistic. And then of course we gotta have a shadow underneath the pumpkin. I'm just using some brown and some black mixed together. The little pumpkin guy, number 2, is going to be slightly smaller than the first one, and I want him kind of a little bit on an angle. So I'm making sure the middle of the pumpkin is kind of like tilted downward. And when I create my shadowing and my highlights on my pumpkin. I'm going to make sure I have them all kind of tilted and on an angle so it gives the appearance that the pumpkin is kind of not flat on the bottom. He's kind of leaning a little bit. To give the appearance of this pumpkin being behind the other pumpkin, I'm going to make it a little bit darker where they kind of touch each other. Then I'm going to give him some little curlicues and some leaves, some vines, and a stem, of course. Pumpkin has got to have a stem. I darkened up all of that beach grass, added some more green and a little bit of brown. I added some scary eyes, but spoiler alert, I ended up deleting these and erasing them because I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't really like the way it looked. These signs on here said the beach is my happy place, but I'm going to put a new phrase on these signs, so I'm painting over them and then I'm darkening them as well to give them more of that aged, scary, spooky look. And now to make this the scariest row your boat that you have ever seen, and I'm going to add some black, make it a little darker, a little dingier. I'm thinking maybe that there was some type of crime scene that happened here, so I'm going to add some blood on this little oar and some blood on the side of this rowboat. Like it's just dripping and oozing all over the place. Something happened here. I don't know what, but something happened. My little pumpkin guys were looking a little bit plain because I was going really scary for this whole entire beachy scene, so I gave them little jack-o'-lantern faces. I may have watched way too many scary horror movies this year because this got dark fast. I'm going to use this paint marker and I'm going to write out the phrase, "The beach is my deadly place." And then I used this brown marker and I outlined the letters to make them look old and not new and fresh and white. So tell me, what do you guys think about my scary picture? I think it's cute. Kind of different than what I envisioned, and it went way scarier than I expected it to, but I mean, it was kind of fun. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to check out everyone's videos in the playlist. I hope you liked this video today, you guys. See you later. Bye.